Hello everyone, so now we are going to do the port fast. If you see here in the port fast, it will bypass status. If you remember, before we are saying it will go listening, learning and forwarding, we use the RSTP. From the RSTP also we remove some states. If you see in the RSTP we don't have the listening, we have directly learning and then forwarding, learning and forwarding. But here if you see in the port fast, what we will do, we will remove the listening, learning, directly we are going to start forwarding, bypassing listening, learning state, going to the forwarding mode. Means we will go to this interface, we will enable here port fast, saying that this interface is always port fast and he is not going to listen and learn, he is going to do the direct forwarding. Why we need to enable this one? Why we need to enable this one? Okay, why we need to enable means, let me show you. Let me take one PC here, any scenario, maybe here, let me take this one. Okay, if you see here, I connected this here. Okay, if you see, this is a PC. Okay, it is taking 30 seconds. Okay, if we enable here RSTP, it will take less than 10 seconds. But even though if it will take, I did not enable here RSTP. It is having the PBST, per VLAN spanning tree protocol. STP is enabled here. It is taking 30 seconds. It is taking 30 seconds. If you see, but what is the mistake of this guy? This is a PC. Why we are running the STP here? We know it will not create the loop in the network. Why generally we are using STP? We are using STP because we should not have the loop in the network. But I am connecting the PC. PC will not create the loop. Maybe our frame will go here and it will create the loop. But this way it will not create the loop because this is our PC computer. So why we are searching here? Why we are looking for this like listening, learning? Why we are going here in listening, learning, and we are having the BPDO, we are checking. This PC is not sending any BPDO, but still we are doing the calculation. So I don't want to run that one. That's why what I will do, I will put the port fast. I will enable the port fast in this interface. Port fast means this interface will not do listen, learn. Whenever we connect the PC to this interface, automatically he is going to transmit the data. He will not listen, he will not learn. But you need to make sure you should connect only end devices here. If you should connect the switch, you will have loop in the network. Okay, so make sure even if you go for vacation, if you make any interface as a port fast, you should put some label here or some mark here saying that this link is a port fast and this is for the end device. Example, if you have, maybe you have one switch, okay, and you use two link to connect to the switch. All remaining port, that is a 48 port this switch, so all remaining port you enable the port fast. Okay, port fast. So all these ports should be using the end devices, maybe computer, printer, scanner. Okay, but maybe you went for vacation, this link go down or some issue, maybe this port is broken. So your network engineer from your network engineer, maybe he is a junior or senior, he don't know you created the port fast for all this port. He will take the cable, he will connect to this interface, as this interface is having issue. Then we will have loop in the network, our network will go down. So make sure you should make note somewhere so no one will do these types of mistake. Okay, so what we need to take care, whenever we are enabling the port fast on that interface, we need to make sure we will not connect the switch or hub to that interface. If we connect the switch or hub to that interface, we will have loop in the network. So we need to make sure that one. Even if you go for vacation, you need to make this note somewhere. So in your replacement who is taking care of that one, he should not repeat, not do these types of issue, not do these types of mistake. So now what I will do, now example, I will enable the port number here, and if you see, this is a port fast Ethernet 0/3, fast Ethernet 0/3.
So can you repeat this one, sir?
Okay, what I am saying here, see here, whenever we connected our machine to our interface of the switch interface, all our machines, printer, scanner, all are connected to the switch, access layer switch. We have the access layer switch at the last, all end devices are connected in the enterprise network. Okay, in the enterprise network, even in the any company, if you go for any company in the ISP also, if they are having the internal server, they are going to use the access layer switch where we have the internal server. All server are connected here, internal server. So what we will do, whenever we connect our PC, example, you go to your, like your working hours is finished, you switch off your PC, or you have your laptop. Let me show you. You have your laptop, and you come early morning to your working hour start from 9 o'clock. You come and you have the cable, you connected your LAN cable to your PC, and if you see, it is taking the 30 minutes to start working. Okay, so what we are saying, you go to office, you start your PC start very fast. Nowadays we have Windows 10, it will boot very fast. But if you see here, this link will take time. After booting, after very fast, you cannot access any server. If you have any server here, you need to wait 30 seconds. Why we need to wait 30 seconds? Because this port will go in the listening, learning. 15 seconds for listening, 15 seconds for learning. Let me repeat again. Generally till now what we learn, we have the spanning tree protocol. Whenever we connected the two switch together with the cable, it will take 30 seconds. 15 seconds for listening, 15 seconds for learning. After that he is going to start the forwarding data. But what I am saying, this we know this is our machine, this is our computer, and we go to office, we will start this computer. When we start this computer, it will take, how much time it will take? It will take 30 seconds. If you see this umbered color, this one, it is not working. Even your PC is ready, you want to access any server, maybe payroll server or HR server, any server. If you are working in the HR department, you are accessing the HR server, if we have HR server here. But it will not work, you need to wait for 30 seconds. So what we will say, I don't want to wait 30 seconds. So what we can do, we can enable port fast. Port fast is a feature we can enable in the Cisco switch. So when we enable the port fast, what we will have, our port will go in the forwarding. They will not go in the listening, they will not go in the learning, they will directly go in the forwarding. We have three state: listening, learning, then forwarding. So they will not do this one, they will not do this one, they will start forwarding. So but problem, what problem we will have, we enable the port fast. Imagine this is a port, imagine this is a 48 port switch. This is a 48 port switch. Let me draw here some scenario so you will have more idea. Let me move here. I will take some scenario. Let me take two switch. I have one switch here, I have another switch here. Imagine this is a 48 port or whatever port available. I don't know in this switch, I think how many port we have. Maybe 28 port here. Anyhow, we have 48 ports. So what we do, we create trunk between two switch. This is it switch. It is having the trunk between these two switch. And remaining port, whatever port we have here, that is for the end devices. End devices means you will have the server, printer, PC, whatever devices you have, that one is nothing but end devices. Like this we will have the end devices here. You will have IP phone, or maybe you will have any IP phone, anything that is a end devices. So now what I will do, I will connect this cable to our end devices, all the cable to our end devices from here to here. Let me take from here to here, all the cables, everything is connected to our end devices. Same thing here we will connect. Some ports are empty, we are not using, but what we done, we enable the port as a port fast. So let me disable, and I will take from here to here. So this is the scenario. What we are saying, we have all our PCs here. Okay, our PC servers, that is the end devices, are connected here. Same thing here also. And now we know only this two port is our trunk port. Which port? This one. Fast Ethernet 0x1, 0x2. Here also these two ports as a trunk. This port is a trunk, and we connected to the switch. But imagine you went for the vacation. You went for vacation, and this interface port, that is F0x2 interface, is faulty of this switch. Okay, and here this all port you enable as a port fast. you enable port fast for all this port from here to here. Only these 2 port you leave as a trunk, you make this one as a trunk. But when you went for the vacation, this port is faulty. Fast Ethernet 0/2 of this switch 5 is faulty. So what your other engineer, what they done, they connected this cable, same cable, instead of here, what they done, they check we have another port in our network. They remove this one from the fast Ethernet 0/2, they connected to maybe fast Ethernet 0/3. But before you make that interface as a port fast, so when he connected this one, this port will not go in the listening learning, they will directly go in the forwarding. So we will have loop in the network. When we have loop in the network, our network will go down, we will have the broadcast strong. So we need to make sure, somewhere we need to note this all ports are a port fast, or don't enable port fast. Whatever port you are using, enable only there. And also you need to make sure someone know, or you need to make label there saying that these ports are a port fast. So they should not connect that port to the switch. If they connect to the switch, what issue we will have? Example, this is a switch, we have 2 switch, and this port is port fast, so he will not do listen learning, directly it will start forwarding the traffic. So you connected this port to the other switch. When you connected to the other switch, what issue we will have? It will not do listening learning, he will start forwarding the traffic. If you have 2 link, then same traffic will go here like this. You will have loop in the network. As in the first class, when we check, when we disable the STP, how we are having the loop, we have the same issue. So for that purpose, we need to make sure, and we need to tell to our guy, these ports are the port fast, we should not use. In case if you want to use, remove the port fast. Very simple command, just you need to write no spanning tree port fast, so it will remove from that interface. So let me, now it is okay, right? You understand, or still having confusion? I think it is okay. Someone asked that question. Anyhow.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now let me make this interface as a port fast Ethernet 0/3. So I will go here. I will make this interface as a port fast. So I will go enable config T interface 0/3. Now I will write as a port fast. So we need to write a spanning. We will go inside that one. Then we will write spanning tree. Then port fast, and we will put enter. So when we put enter, we are getting warning here saying that same thing, we should not connect switch, or we should not make as a, like, let me read here what here we are getting the warning. Port fast should only enable to the port that is connected to single host. That means end devices we are connecting to the hub or any other switch or bridge, anything, it will cause the loop in the network. So don't connect the switch. Just he is saying same thing what I told. We should not connect our switch or hub, we should connect only the end devices only. That is only they are giving here, and saying that if we have the trunk in this one, it will not enable. If someone enable the trunk in this interface, then it will not enable the port fast, but we did not enable trunk here. Okay, so now it will work. So anyhow, we done that one, and we write no shut. So now it is working. So which port this one we done? Port F0/3. So now we can check also. If I remove this one from here, this F0/3, right? This PC, I think F0/3. Yes, I will remove, and again I will connect. If you see, it is green only. If I do for another interface, see here, I will do for another interface, it is saying the time, it is taking the time. But here, let me remove this and connect again. It is not taking the time, it is green only. So this interface is going in the port fast, not going in the listening learning. This is only the difference between the normal port and the port fast. So how we will enable? We will enable this one, and if we do lab in the GNS3, we can observe also. So how we can observe? We will observe this way, without spanning tree. When we do port without port fast, if we observe, we will have the listening, learning, and forwarding. If we enable the port fast, it will go directly in the forwarding. So let's do this lab, so you will have more clear idea in the GNS. We can do this in GNS or in the EVNG, no issue. Okay, if some guys are facing issue, let me do this in the EVNG. So let me start the EVNG also. We can do in the EVNG or GNS3, anywhere we can do. I am doing this in the EVNG because some guys are facing the issue with the GNS, so they can follow the step to do this lab in the EVNG. So this is a simple only, not that much difficult. So we can do this one. After that we will do one scenario also. So let me check it is on. We need to press, then we will have the IP address. So we need to go to any browser. Let me take any browser here, new browser, and then we will type this one. So I will write here this IP 192.2 dot this one. Okay, then minimize this one and open this one, and we will write admin EVE. So this one let me close. We will go for CCNP. How we will do? We will just create a new lab here. We will write here port fast. We are doing for the port fast lab. So I will write port fast and then press this one. Okay, you will have the dashboard. You will click here node, and we will take IOL. This is the switch here. We will change the image here. Switch image we will select, and we need only one, and it will consume 1 GB of RAM. Just say okay. This is a switch, and we need to take one PC. We will take one PC just for verifying that one. So I will click a node, and we can say Windows 10 or anything, but we will take the VPC, so it will not take more RAM. And here you can take any image. If you want to change the name, you can change as a PC. Remaining is same thing, and this is a one PC. We will connect here to this switch. Okay, and then press OK, and then we can start this one, this switch, and we can start this PC also. And here we can define the some IP schema. We can give here, let me write here, I will write 192.168.1.1. I will use this IP to my machine. I will put this as a 15. I will put this as a bold, and if you want to change any color, you can change. Select the color, press OK. So this is our PC IP. Okay, this is the PC IP. So let's see this switch start or not. Some switches are taking time, we need to wait, but this is ready. And if I go for this console, just click and open this one. This is our PC also. I will check show IP. We have IP here, nothing, so I will assign the IP 192.168.1.1/24. we can write /24. It will assign the IP address here. Okay, it will assign the IP address, and here other PC, other switch. This is a PC, so let me take the switch. Here in this switch, what I will do, I will write here enable, and we will go in the global configuration. I will change host name as a switch 1, and now we will put one command. Before enabling the port fast, we need to enable one command here. What command we need to type? We need to type the debug. I will write debug, but don't do in the production network because your CPU will go high. So we will not do in the real scenario. Okay, just in the lab purpose we will do. What I done, I write here debug spanning tree event. So whatever events is happening here, it will show that one. But before that one, I will check here what is enabled here. If you see, I wrote here show spanning tree. So we have the IEEE, that is a standard spanning tree, is working here as STP, and this is the ports. Let me move this up. This way we can move up, and let me take this here. And if you see, with this command we enable the debug messages, so we will see whatever messages is happening here. So what I can do, I will this is a E0/0, so I will make this interface down and come again up, so we will see whatever is happening. So interface E0/0, I will make this one as a shut, means this interface will go down. Okay, and then I will make no shut. Then we can see what status is going on here. So it is down now. If you want, we can check show IP interface brief, just to check interface is down. Okay, administratively down means someone done manually. So I will write now no shut. I write no shut. If you see here the status, whatever we are getting here, let me make big so we can see here. So if you see, this is a listening. Okay, when I put this interface as a switch down, I make this is a shutdown, and then again I make no shut here to check our switch status, that is the STP, how they are working. So if you see spanning tree protocol is going first listening, it will take 15 seconds here, then again he is going in learning, it is taking 15 seconds again here, and then it is going in the forwarding. So they are taking 30 seconds. Okay, if I did not enable the port fast, then we have this scenario. So same thing we can say, listening 15 seconds, learning 15 seconds, then it is going to the forwarding. Same thing here what I mentioned in our notes. Without port fast we will have listening, learning and forwarding without port fast. Now what I will do, I will enable the port fast. Okay, then we will check again. When we enable the port fast, we will have forwarding from the blocking, it will jump to forwarding from the blocking. So we will observe that one also. So what I will do, first of all I will go to the switch. Okay, this is a switch, same that interface. So in this interface, if I want to enable this command, I am going to use simple command, just we need to write spanning tree port fast, this only. So I will go here, I will write here, this is our switch. Let me go to that interface. Which interface we have, we need to go in that interface, E0 by 0. So I will go to, let me check the switch here. Let me make little small. Okay, so here I am having already in that interface. So now I will write here port fast. So what we will write, let me write the command here. Let me check, I am in the same interface or different interface, E0 by 0 only, or let me go in that interface fast E0 by 0. I am inside that interface. Okay, then I will write spanning tree, and then we need to write the port fast. So now it is a port fast. Same error we are getting, same warning, whatever warning we done when we do in the packet tracer. So we will say no shut, that's all. So with this one we enable the port fast. Now what we can do, we can verify. If you want to verify, what we will do first shut this interface, same interface, this one I am shutting this interface. Now I will, after some time I will again put no shut. So let me go here, I will write no shut. So let's see, if you see when I wrote no shut, it is jumping from the jumping to the forwarding from the blocking. Same thing here what we mentioned here, this one. Without port fast, what issue we are getting, we have this one. With port fast, this is going jumping from forwarding to blocking. So why we want to enable this one? Because end user, we have end user, so we don't want end user to wait for the communication. That's why we are enabling this one. Why? Let me show you. If you see here, this is a end device. Okay, this is a computer end device. He is not going to create the loop. Maybe you will have one switch here, maybe you will have one switch here, maybe you will have one switch here, like this you will have. So here they will do the BPDU, they will do the election, they will make one guy as a king, and all operation they will perform here. But if they perform here, no use for us. Here we will do RSTP, we will enable RSTP, so it will do very fast here, less than 10 seconds. But here I don't want to wait for 10 seconds also. I want to start my communication directly when I connected. That's why I make this interface in the port fast. So generally till now, whatever we learn in your company, whenever you are working in the practical, in the real scenario, what you will do, you will enable the port fast here and you will put the RSTP in the switch. These two commands you are using in the real scenario. You learn lot of theory, but in the practical, in the real scenario, what you will use only two commands. One is to enable the port fast, another is to enable the RSTP. Only these two commands you will use in the real time in the network. But for the interview purpose, you need to have all the detail to understand the concept. You need to understand all whatever we discuss. Whatever we discussed till now, we will use only two commands. One is RSTP and how we can enable the port fast. And one more thing we are going to use in the real scenario, that is a MSTP. If you are having, but in many companies they are not using this MSTP also, depend company to company. Why we are using MSTP? Because we want to run the like if you have 200 VLAN, 200 VLAN is running for 200 times separately. Okay, they are running spanning tree protocol 200 times separately, so we don't want to run separately. If they are running separately, they will consume a lot of RAM and CPU. To overcome these types of issue, we will use this one what we can say MSTP, that is multiple spanning tree. With this one, what we can do, we can create one group that is known as instant. In that one we will add the VLAN, so once that group will run, all the VLAN will be run in that one and it will not consume the more CPU and RAM. So this one we are going to see in our next class. So before that one we will do one more lab. Let me stop this recording.